Tonight, you do not merely lie down to sleep. No. You enter the sacred gates of spiritual creation. You cross the threshold into a realm where dreams become destiny, where your silent thoughts are loud in the language of the universe. You see, your sleep is not a pause. It is a power. It is in this holy silence that the subconscious mind takes the stage. And make no mistake, your subconscious is not a servant of fear, it is the servant of faith. It brings forth what you believe, not what you wish, not what you want, but what you deeply accept as real. So I ask you, what do you believe tonight? Do you believe in lack, in worry, in struggle? Then surely your dreams will reflect those chains. But if you believe that abundance is your divine right, if you believe that God's riches are flowing to you freely, now and always, then your dreams will become magnets, and your reality must obey. Before you lay your head upon the pillow, I implore you, speak the word. Let your voice command the invisible. Say, all that is mine by divine right is now released and reaches me in great avalanches of abundance, under grace, in perfect ways. Then, see it. Close your eyes and build your vision. Picture your life filled with joy, your table filled with plenty, your heart filled with peace. Let it become so real that your soul dances with gratitude before it even arrives. Let go of every grievance, every fear, every sin of doubt. Say, I forgive. I release. I am free. For the soul cannot climb while it carries the weights of yesterday. And my dear, you were not born to crawl. You were born to rise. And now, as you slip into slumber, do so in confidence. For the same power that hung the stars is working for you tonight. The same law that governs the planets is bringing your good to pass. Divine order is never late, never confused, and never in lack. Your bed is not just a resting place, it is your throne of faith. Lay down as a magnet. Lay down as a creator. Lay down as one who knows the universe is already conspiring in your favor. And when you rise in the morning, rise in expectancy. Look for signs. Give thanks for progress. Rejoice in small beginnings, for they are the seeds of mighty harvests. This is the law. This is the promise. This is your night to magnetize your dreams and attract abundance, effortlessly, joyfully, divinely. Go now, and sleep not in doubt, but in dominion. For you are the beloved of spirit, and the riches of heaven are your inheritance. So it is. Words are not mere sounds, they are divine instruments, containers of creative force. Every word you speak sets a vibration into motion. Every mental picture you hold is a magnet, drawing into your life the very condition it represents. Especially at night, before the mind falls into sleep, your spoken words and mental images take on supernatural power. Why? Because the conscious mind grows quiet, the world slows its chatter, and the subconscious, the builder of your reality, becomes wide open, ready to accept what you believe as truth. This is the golden doorway to abundance, and you must walk through it with intention. The moments before sleep are sacred. They are the unseen edge between the visible and the invisible. What you say and see in your mind during this holy time is not wasted. It is planted. The law is absolute. Whatever you impress upon the subconscious must express itself in your world. So if you go to sleep rehearsing fear, lack, regret, or bitterness, you water the seeds of delay. But if you fill your last waking moments with the spoken word of faith, if you drench your mind in radiant images of joy, love, wealth, and success, then your sleep becomes a sacred ceremony of manifestation. The law does not rest. It is always at work, and in your sleep, the divine forces you cannot see are already arranging the steps, sending the right people, opening the doors, and dissolving the obstacles. But the law can only obey what you believe. That is why you must guard your thoughts and words at night like a watchman guards a treasure. Say the word out loud. Do not whisper fear to yourself. Speak boldly what you desire. Declare it as done. I am rich, I am loved, I am guided, I am free. Say it with conviction. Let your voice ring with certainty, not desperation. For the universe does not answer panic. It answers power. It answers the soul that speaks as one who knows. Then, build the picture. Not a vague wish, not a cloudy hope. Paint a mental image so clear, so real, so detailed that your subconscious cannot reject it. See yourself living the life you desire. Not someday, but now. Hear the sounds, feel the feelings, walk through the scene in your mind until you feel the joy in your body. The subconscious loves emotion, and the universe responds to feeling. If you do this night after night, you will change the rhythm of your life. What you plant in the dark will bloom in the light. The world outside will begin to match the world within. Doors will open. Money will appear. Opportunities will chase you down. You will wake up not to more of the same, but to evidence of the power you claimed the night before. Let your words be like lightning. Let your vision blaze like the sun. And as you sleep, let the divine take over and fulfill the command your soul has spoken. Sleep is not escape, it is sacred surrender. It is not weakness, nor is it idleness. Sleep is the ultimate act of faith. When you close your eyes in peace, you are saying to the universe, I release control. I trust divine intelligence to take over. You no longer strive, force, or struggle. You simply rest, knowing that the infinite mind is still at work, moving pieces into place, solving problems you cannot yet see, and bringing forth results you could never have achieved through effort alone. That is the mystery and majesty of spiritual rest. Most people go to bed with worry clenched in their chest, anxiety pounding in their temples, regret haunting their minds. And they wonder why life remains a struggle. But you, dear soul, are called to a higher way. You are not called to drag yesterday's chaos into the sacred chamber of sleep. You are called to lie down in perfect confidence, to stretch out your hands and say, it is done. That is the vibration that opens the floodgates of abundance. That is the stillness in which miracles are born. You cannot manifest from a state of fear. You cannot magnetize good while mentally rehearsing the worst. And you certainly cannot receive if you refuse to rest. Rest is not doing nothing, it is doing everything in the spiritual realm. For when you sleep with faith in your heart and expectancy in your spirit, you activate divine law. You give permission for the heavens to work on your behalf without your interference. You clear the path, and the good rushes in. What happens when you truly surrender? Your vibration rises. Your energy aligns. You stop resisting, and therefore, you stop blocking the good that has been trying to reach you all along. Divine timing is not a delay, it is a preparation. And sleep, taken in faith, is not passive, it is participation in the higher order of things. You do not need to know how the good will come. You simply need to believe that it will. Then rest, and allow it to unfold. So when you lay your head upon the pillow tonight, do not carry with you the burdens of the day. Let the past dissolve. Let the future rest. Dwell only in the power of the present moment and say, I am safe. I am provided for. I am under grace. For in that moment, the soul is at peace, and where there is peace, there is power. Not forceful power, but divine power. The kind that moves mountains in silence. The kind that opens doors no man can shut. Sleep is not the end of the day. It is the beginning of creation. It is where seeds are planted, roots take hold, and unseen forces prepare your harvest. So lie down not in fear, but in dominion. Rest not in defeat, but in victory. You are not powerless in your sleep. You are most powerful, because you are aligned with the infinite and, O soul, can truly magnetize abundance while carrying the heavy weight of fear, doubt, resentment, or guilt. These are the invisible chains that bind the spirit and block the flow of divine good. You may speak all the right affirmations, visualize the grandest dreams, and plant the most beautiful mental seeds, but if you harbor bitterness or rehearse pain in your heart, you interrupt the current of your own blessings. The universe does not withhold, it only flows where it is allowed. And forgiveness is the key that unlocks the gate. Night is your time to cleanse, not just the body, but the soul. As you prepare for rest, you are not simply shutting your eyes to the world, you are returning to Source. And Source is pure. You cannot take with you into that sacred space the clutter of anger or the poison of judgment. The subconscious, that mighty engine of creation, will take whatever you hand it before sleep, so be wise in your offering. Do not offer it fear. Do not offer it complaints. Offer it peace. Offer it release. Offer it truth. Forgiveness is not about others. It is about you. It is your liberation. It is your freedom. To forgive does not mean to condone. It means to no longer bind your spirit to what hurt you. It is to say, I choose love over bitterness. I choose freedom over chains. And when you say those words, the walls fall. The doors open. The burdens lift. You begin to vibrate at the level of miracles. Before sleep, speak the sacred command, I release and I forgive. I cast this burden on the Christ within, and I go free. Do not argue for your pain. Do not justify your anger. Let it go. The universe does not bless the one who holds on to the past. It blesses the one who surrenders it. When your soul is clear, your good can flow without delay. People are drawn to you, opportunities come uninvited, and doors swing open that were once sealed shut. Do not go to bed rehearsing offenses or reliving wounds. That is spiritual self-sabotage. Speak blessings instead. Forgive everyone for everything, whether they deserve it or not. Why? Because you deserve peace. Your dreams deserve a clean sky to soar. Your abundance deserves a clear channel to flow. And nothing muddies that channel like judgment and fear. If you've made mistakes, forgive yourself. Guilt is a trap. You are not your past. You are not your missteps. You are a divine idea in the mind of God, forever unfolding in grace. Say, I did the best I could with the light I had. I now walk in new light. And trust that all things are being made right. As you close your eyes, feel the weight lift. Know that forgiveness is not weakness. It is spiritual power. It is the reset button of the soul. Release, and the law will respond. Let go, and you will rise. For whom the soul sets free is free indeed. Night is not the end, it is the beginning. Each night is not a closing chapter, but the opening of the womb of creation. In the invisible silence of sleep, your desires take root. The subconscious becomes the fertile soil, and the thoughts, feelings, and images you bring into your slumber are the seeds. As surely as the farmer trusts that the seed will sprout beneath the soil, so must you trust that what you plant in the dark shall rise into the light. The world has taught you to think of sleep as escape, as shutting off, as unconsciousness. But spiritually, it is a sacred passage. While your body rests, your soul is at work. Your subconscious, unencumbered by resistance or logic, is open to divine instruction. It begins to move in harmony with the universal laws of good, creating connections, rearranging events, and sending invisible forces ahead of you to prepare the way. What you drift off believing becomes your command to the universe. What you expect, deeply and confidently, begins to materialize. That is why you must go to sleep with joy in your spirit and expectancy in your heart. Not dread. Not regret. Not anxiety. But holy anticipation. Wake up not to routine, but to revelation. Awaken each morning as one who expects good news, divine surprises, and golden doors to swing wide. Say upon rising, something wonderful is on its way. I don't need to know how, I only know it is mine by divine right. You must treat your nighttime thoughts as sacred instruments of creation. There is no idle word, no harmless worry, no innocent complaint. Every thought is a mold, and your belief is the substance that fills it. If you sleep in worry, you magnetize more of it. If you sleep in gratitude, you magnetize greater good. The laws are impersonal, unwavering, and always in motion. Your job is to align, to believe, to speak, and to trust. Each night, you are stepping into a creative chamber where the blueprint of your tomorrow is drawn. You are the architect, and faith is your pencil. So do not scribble chaos and confusion. Draw beauty, draw peace, draw wealth, draw joy. See it clearly. Speak it boldly. Feel it deeply. Then let the divine do the rest. Do not mistake silence for inaction. The dream may not yet be visible, but the roots are growing. The connections are forming. The supply is already on its way. You do not need to push or prove. You only need to prepare your spirit. And what better time to prepare than during the quiet stillness of night? So when the world is sleeping, let your soul go to work. When others lie down in dread, you lie down in dominion. When others awaken to the same old story, you awaken to new manifestations. For you are not hoping, you are expecting. You are not wishing, you are creating. And the universe must deliver what your spirit has already claimed.